Hello everybody and welcome to my channel Aspie's Mind. Today I'm going to talk to you about physics and mindset, and specifically about black holes, white holes, parallel universes, the connection between them, and how a fixed mindset and a growth mindset can help us move from one stage of life to another or parallel universe. This was inspired by watching yesterday a YouTube video of my husband about universe, and it made me think. They showed a picture on the screen, a little bit fancier than mine, but it was a picture of the universe, parallel universe, also black hole and white hole. So until yesterday, I never heard of white holes, so I didn't research it. But that got me curious because as the video progressed and the way they explained how it works, made me think of our mindsets, like how our fixed mindset can work, how our growth mindset can work. And I was thinking maybe I can read more and see if I can come up together with something like for today's video. And let's start with the black holes. So in physics, black holes, we know that it's a hole that has a very massive gravitational pull, and it pulls in everything from around and nothing goes out, even light. So it's like a one ticket to nowhere. And you can make this analogy with a fixed mindset. When a person has a fixed mindset, it basically any opportunities that's in front of them, they don't seem like appealing. They don't want to take it because they think that everything's going to be the same, nothing's going to change. And it's like they just want to have this one-way life and they don't want to change anything about it. And when they have obstacles, people with fixed mindsets, they just see the obstacles and they rather be like, I'm the victim, why is this happening to me? I'm not going to do anything. So they kind of let the life tell them how to live instead of telling the life how to be. And what I mean by that, obviously, none of us can direct everything 100% in our lives. And obviously, everyone has time when difficulties come, when we suffer. And obviously, we don't want that, and we wish we could change. But what I mean is that when you have a fixed mindset, you're more like letting yourself to be beaten up by challenges, and you don't want to do anything. And in the future, when an opportunity presents itself, you might think that you are not worth it, or it's not going to change, why do it? And the opposite of black holes, we have white holes in physics, and they are more theoretical because there's no evidence that exists. That they just, I think in the 60s, one of the scientists was just saying that if in the universe there's black holes, must be white holes. And like, day, night, and I don't know, sweet, sour, and so on. And the white matter, or the white hole, is totally opposite to black hole. So the black hole has this massive gravitational power, and it absorbs everything and kills everything, right? Even light. But the white hole doesn't accept anything from outside the universe. So it only gives good things to the universe. So it's like continuous energy, continuous growth, continuous expansion. Oh, that's what the word, continuous expansion. So the growth mindset is like the same. So basically, you don't let what's happening around you in your life, or what obstacles or problems are happening, you don't let them in. And what you do, you actually are learning lessons from them. You're looking how you can improve, and you find ways how to not be in the situations that you don't like. So growth mindset is the same way. So basically, when you have a growth mindset, what you're doing is, okay, this happened to me. It's sad. I'm very sad about it. But that doesn't define me, who I am. And it also gives me a good lesson where I can improve so this doesn't happen. A growth mindset also always is seeking to learn something new, and that way, because you learn something new and you expand your knowledge and your understanding of the world. You can do different things differently, or you can try new things. You're not afraid of the opportunities in front of you. You're not saying that this opportunity, oh, I don't think I can do it, I'm not gonna do it, I'm gonna pass on it, like a fixed mindset. But you're gonna say like, oh man, this opportunity is definitely something I haven't done, or it's more difficult than I did something before, but I'm for the challenge. I'm like right there. I'm gonna try, I'm gonna see how it works, I'm gonna do my best, I'm gonna learn, I'm gonna move forward. So when you look at the black hole and white hole, which one are you more leaning towards, the black one or the white one? What type of mindset do you have? Is it possible to have like a middle mindset? Those are interesting questions to think about. But in the video also they were showing that the black holes are connected to white holes through a wormhole, which is kind of like traveling. And we see that, for me, that means that when something bad happens in our life, it might feel like everything is like a ticket to nowhere, like everything is in the dark hole, like you don't see a way out. But if you dare to go through the small opening of a wormhole, then you can actually go to the white hole and expand from there or learn from there. So this is like very important. It's like actually about the perspective of what we have in our life. Do we want to have a fixed perspective, a fixed mindset, or do we dare to actually expand our mindset and grow and see how what we can learn from that? So this is what I'm thinking, and it's really funny that everything I'm watching or reading, I'm kind of connecting it to the way our mind works. And I thought that this is a very good connection, because everyone knows about black holes, but not everyone knows about white holes. And I thought that everyone is more accepting of a fixed mindset rather than an expanding mindset. And most of that is because we're actually growing that way. We are taught not to do things. We're taught that if you do this is bad, don't do this is bad. And sometimes even our parents want to protect us so much that what they say to us might create in us this fixed mindset that I shouldn't because I want to be safe. So basically, my idea is that instead of staying in focusing on our black holes, we should move towards our white holes, and that means that we have to develop a growth mindset, and that means we have to not be stuck on one point of view. And that also means that we need to be honest with our own selves and just sit there and think about what this situation actually does to us. How is it, not emotionally, in the sense that you don't sit there and say, why this happened to me, why is this, like, this is our first response. But then sit down and just think, why did this happen to me? What have I done to allow this to happen to me? How could I avoid this in the future? Excuse me. And what lessons do I learn from here? Because everything in our life, it's made to make us better. Like when we are babies, we crawl first, but then we start to walk and we fall down. Then we start to run and we fall down. Then we start to ride our bike and we fall down. And that doesn't mean that we're gonna stop there and not gonna try to drive a car or do something else. What I'm saying is that we always have to be willing to find that way to get from black hole to white hole. And that way we can create our parallel universe. So I'm thinking right now of how they say in the law of attraction that you can, if you believe and you actually accept that something already happened, then it's going to happen faster, because you can time jump. Now I'm thinking that if you have a fixed mindset, or not necessarily fixed, but if you are in this universe and then you develop a growth mindset and you actually want to do something, to grow, to have a new way of seeing things, a new perspective, then you go into the parallel universe. So let's say you want that job so much. If you're going to stay in this fixed mindset that you cannot have it and just wait for it, it's not going to happen. But you're going to go through that wormhole if you actually are doing something to be better in order to be able to apply for that job. And when you get accepted after the work you put in and you get accepted for the new job, that's when the new universe happens to you. That's when the parallel universe happened to you, and now you have a new job. And so I wish everyone tries to develop a growth mindset, and I know sometimes it's harder to do. It's easy to say, but hard to do. But from my own life, I believe that if you persist and you try and you actually don't give up, it gets into a habit. Like, when you want to develop a growth mindset and you want to have it, you train yourself. At first you train yourself. It's really, you have to train yourself. And then it gets like a habit. Growth mindset, it's like a habit. The more you do it, the easier is it to repeat. So I wish you get a growth mindset or improve your mindset wherever you are, and don't let the dark hole in your life to keep you there forever. I'll see you next time.